What's up, nail geeks, and welcome back to another potion polish video. It's been a hot minute since we've seen a new collection from Courtney, and this is such a lovely, shimmery, no surprise there, beautiful set. We know that she does a specific way with shimmers, and her finishes are always just so impeccably perfect. Let's dive right into the swatches. So first up, we've got Midnight Oasis. This is described as a violet purple jelly packed with red to copper shimmer and scattered hollow. This one's going to be $11.50 on release. So no surprise here, Potion Polish's purples are truly like no other, and this is just as intense in person as what you're seeing on the video here. This has that strong, intense shimmer, but it's also got the holographic effect too that is very much scattered. So I do think the hollow effect is really something you'll mostly see in super bright lights like sunshine, but what's really going to catch your eye the most is that beautiful, beautiful reddish shimmer. And next is Painted Sky at Dusk. This is a sheer muted purple jelly with orange to gold to copper shifting shimmer. This one's also going to be $11.50. So we have another super intense shimmer. I'm going to suggest going up to 3 coats on it just because I felt like the base color was a little bit less intense than, say, Midnight Oasis. So I think that 3rd coat was just enough to kind of even everything out. Now this does also dry down quite flat, just like the previous one. So I would suggest a good glossy top coat. Beautifully flattering, even though it's overall warm toned. It's very much reminiscent of what I would say like early 2000s, late 90s frosty makeup sort of vibes. And next we've got Arizona. This is a semi-sheer violet purple jelly packed with red copper orange shifting shimmer. Honestly, I thought this one was going to be pretty similar to Painted Sky at Dusk, but I'd have to say that this is, if Midnight Oasis and Painted Sky had a love child, it would look like this. So the 2 previous ones, this is what their baby is going to look like. It's very pretty, again, very intense on the shimmer, but the base color is just a few shades more vibrant than that cooler, deeper tone of Midnight Oasis. So again, I'm going to suggest going up to 3 coats on this one for opacity, and you will get that straight up Max Factor Fantasy Fire sort of look without that super expensive pigment. And next we've got Sunbaked 2.0. This is a dusty peach jelly, kind of curly, with orange to copper shimmer and gold and pink reflective micro glitter. Now this one was one that I thought was going to get eaten up by my tone, but you'll see here in just a moment on my full hand shot, it didn't blend in with my skin tone, I guess maybe because of the shimmer, but it definitely popped as a very amped up neutral on me. So if you took away all the goodies and special effects to this, I would say it's probably a true, or at least flirting with a true nude for my skin tone. So I definitely think it's going to play up against your undertones depending on what you've got. And the reflective glitter is very dense, so lots of sparkles in pretty much almost any lighting. And next is one of my top picks in the set. This is Cactus Grove, described as a soft cactus green with red to copper to orange shifting shimmer and scattered hollow. This one's also going to be $11.50. So this has a rich, creamy formula. Very used to expecting this once again from Potion Polish. She's very consistent in how rich and opaque her polishes are, and this is no exception. I think 2 coats, possibly 3 if you are rocking some type of artificial layer like myself, is going to be perfect for opacity. Really going to depend on how thick you tend to apply. Now this does dry down quite flat, so to get that nice rainbow effect to pop really well, I'm going to suggest going in with a good glossy top coat. And next we've got Pink Sky at Dawn. This is a soft pink curly with red copper orange shifting shimmer and a touch of gold hollow micro glitter. This one's also going to be $11.50 on release. This is my 2nd pick in the collection. It's so flattering, it's soft, it's another amped up neutral, and that's saying something considering those first 3 were so intense and shifty shimmery, which are always appreciated coming from me. But I don't know, something about this one just really caught my eye. It's very much a delicate type of pink, and the shimmer is pretty strong, but I think based off of the way that it blends with the base color, it just gives it this very soft but noticeable glow. Now this also dries down flat, so I would suggest 3 light to 2 normal coats with a good glossy top coat. And lastly, we have Canyon Trail. This is a dusty mauve with gold flakes and red, orange, gold, green iridescent flakes. Now this one was straight up nude for me. So this is what I would consider a true nude for my medium, warm, golden undertoned self. So this is neutral at its finest, and then it's got small to somewhat medium particle gold looking flakes. So I think this is a fantastic office color, or if you're looking for something straight up nude goodness, if you have medium to deep tones, I think Topcoats is perfect because it has a wonderful curly formula and it does dry down flat, so I would suggest a good glossy top coat. And then we're going to quickly do a topper check to see how these are going to look over black. So first we're checking out Sunbaked over black, and you can see it kind of sucked up that base color again, and we can only see a lot of that shimmer and quite a bit of that reflective sparkle. I do think this is definitely going to be versatile. And then we've got Canyon Trail. No surprise here. It just kind of gave this dusky sort of almost milky-like effect at one coat over a dark base, and it just popped the flakes really well. And then we've got Canyon Grove. I'm not too keen on putting hollows over a base of any type. I feel like when you do that, you're diluting the holographic effect and a unicorn loses its horn, but your prerogative, although I do think it might work if you do specific colors. And then we've got Pink Sky at Dawn. I knew this one was going to look really cool. It's got this very dusky sort of effect. I think this one's going to look fantastic, maybe over a dusky type of maroon or kind of neutral sort of pink cream. I think there's a ton of versatility with this one. And then Painted Sky at Dusk. I knew this one was going to pop really well, and you can see here it just took over with the shimmer. I think this one might even stamp because it's just so pigmented and opaque. There is a lot you can do with this one. And then Midnight Oasis gave me this very dusky, vampy sort of vibe. This one's going to look really fantastic, I think, over black, over probably blackened gray, and I would say it would probably look really, really badass with a dark maroon. And then finally we've got Arizona. No surprise here. I knew this was going to pop just like the previous one. And I think this one's also going to look really good over maroons or reds or any type of deep berry base. I can see it popping really well. And then finally we have the over black family shot here. You can see how different and transformed they all look. And I do think there is quite a bit of versatility with the majority of these. Okay, so those were awesome. As I told you guys, they are absolutely beautiful. These are going to be dropping this Saturday, June 10th at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. I will link you guys below to Potion Polish's shop in addition to the Facebook group if you want to see additional swatches and see all that good stuff. And yeah, I'll have all this broken down in the description box. And as always, if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching.